2387. Deep Space Mining Station Alpha 7. The story opens with alien trade inspector Kov from the Galactic Commerce Union arriving at what he believes is a small human mining outpost. Kov represents the Trell Syndicate, a powerful alien corporation that controls most industrial operations across 3 star systems. His mission is routine: assess human mining capabilities and offer a partnership that would essentially make humans junior partners in their own operation. Captain Tom Rivers of the mining station welcomes Kov with typical human hospitality. As they tour the facility, Kov notices something strange. The mining equipment is far more advanced than expected. The refining processes are incredibly efficient. Most shocking of all, the humans are extracting rare metals that the Trell consider nearly impossible to mine. Kov observes human workers operating in conditions that would kill most alien species. They work in extreme temperatures, high radiation zones, and crushing gravitational fields with simple protective gear. What takes Trell mining operations months to accomplish, humans are doing in weeks. When Kov asks about their techniques, Tom casually mentions they learned these methods from the old industrial cities back on Earth. He shows Kov holographic records of human industrial history: steel mills, coal mines, oil rigs, factory assembly lines. Kov is disturbed by what he sees. Humans have been doing dangerous, large-scale industrial work for centuries, treating it as normal. The part ends with Kov requesting to visit Earth itself, certain that this small mining station cannot represent true human industrial capacity. Tom smiles and agrees, warning him that Earth's just getting started with the real projects. Earth orbit, industrial shipyards. Kov arrives at Earth, expecting to see a moderately developed world. Instead, he finds orbital shipyards stretching across thousands of kilometers. Massive construction platforms build ships larger than Trell cities. The scale is overwhelming. Director Lisa Park guides Kov through the orbital facilities. She explains that these shipyards produce one heavy industrial vessel every 3 days. The Trell, by comparison, build one similar ship every 6 months. When Kov questions how this is possible, Lisa shows him the supply chains: automated mining. Ships strip entire asteroids in hours. Massive smelting stations process raw materials at unprecedented rates. Assembly platforms work continuously, with human crews operating in shifts that never stop production. The humans have turned space construction into the same kind of mass production system they used for automobiles centuries earlier. Kov learns that Earth has 17 such orbital complexes, each specializing in different types of industrial output. One builds mining equipment, another focuses on habitat construction, a third produces massive power generators. The coordination between these facilities is perfect, managed by AI systems based on human industrial planning methods. During the tour, Kov witnesses the launch of a human deep space industrial mission. 50 ships depart together, carrying complete mining and refining operations to a distant system. The humans plan to establish a full industrial base in 6 months, something that would take the Trell decades. Lisa casually mentions that the Galactic Commerce Union has been operating under false assumptions. They believed industrial development was limited by available resources and safe working conditions. Humans, however, have always treated resource extraction and dangerous manufacturing as problems to solve through better engineering and organized teamwork. The part ends with Kov realizing that human industrial capacity far exceeds anything in known space. He contacts the Trell Syndicate with an urgent message: "We need to reconsider our expansion plans." Trell Syndicate Headquarters. Corporate response back at Trell Headquarters. High Administrator Vex receives Kav's report with disbelief. The Trell Syndicate has dominated galactic industry for over 500 years. No species has ever challenged their supremacy. Vex decides that humans must be eliminated as competition before they can threaten Trell business interests. The Trell implement their standard strategy: economic warfare. They flood human markets with cheap goods, attempt to buy out human companies, and pressure other alien civilizations to boycott human industrial products. This approach has destroyed dozens of emerging civilizations, but the humans respond differently than expected. Instead of collapsing, human industrial output increases. Admiral Jack Stone, head of Human Industrial Defense, explains their strategy to his staff. They want an industrial war? They picked the wrong species. Humans begin mass-producing everything the Trell make, but faster, cheaper, and often better. Human factories that once made mining equipment retool in days to produce consumer goods. Shipyards that built cargo vessels start producing massive manufacturing platforms. The entire human industrial base adapts with frightening speed. Engineer Maya Chun leads teams that reverse engineer Trell technology and improve upon it. She discovers that Trell manufacturing prioritizes safety and comfort for their workers. Human designs prioritize efficiency and output, accepting higher risks in exchange for dramatically better performance. Meanwhile, on the frontier, human industrial missions establish bases and systems the Trell consider too dangerous or unprofitable to develop. These bases become supply points for even more aggressive expansion. Humans are spreading across space like a growing industrial organism. The Trell realize their economic warfare has backfired. Instead of crushing human industry, they've motivated humans to accelerate their industrial development. Vex receives reports that human manufacturing output now exceeds Trell production in several sectors. The part ends with Vex making a fateful decision. If humans cannot be defeated economically, they must be destroyed militarily. The Trell begin mobilizing their war fleets, not realizing they've made the worst possible choice. Human space, total industrial mobilization. When the Trell declare war, humans don't panic, they organize. Within hours, the entire human industrial system shifts into wartime production mode. General Mike Torres coordinates the largest manufacturing mobilization in galactic history. The same shipyards that built cargo vessels now produce warships at an incredible rate. Mining stations become ammunition factories. Manufacturing platforms start producing military equipment around the clock. The humans apply their industrial philosophy to warfare. Overwhelm the enemy through superior production. CAPACITYKAV, now working as a liaison, watches human war preparation with growing horror. The humans don't just build weapons, they build entire industrial systems designed to support prolonged conflict. Mobile factories follow human fleets, ensuring continuous supply and repair capabilities. Colonel Anna Davis shows COV human military doctrine. We don't fight wars, we outproduce them. Human strategy focuses on manufacturing advantage rather than tactical superiority. They build 10 ships for every one the Trell produce, create supply chains that can operate in combat zones, and design weapons that are simple to manufacture, but devastating in large numbers. The first battles shock the galactic community. Human fleets appear with hundreds of ships where dozens were expected. When Trell forces destroy human vessels, replacement ships arrive within days. Human industrial bases, built deep in asteroid fields and protected by massive defensive platforms, prove nearly impossible to eliminate. Most disturbing to the Trell is human adaptability. When Trell weapons prove effective, humans analyze them and develop countermeasures within weeks. Human factories retool constantly, producing new variants of weapons and ships based on battlefield experience. The Trell discover that humans treat war like any other industrial problem. Identify requirements, optimize production, eliminate inefficiencies, and scale up operations. Human military leaders are often former factory managers and industrial engineers who apply manufacturing principles to combat logistics. The part ends with the first major Trell defeat. A human industrial fleet, supported by mobile manufacturing platforms, captures an entire Trell star system and converts its resources to human use within months. Post-war galaxy. Human industrial dominance. 2 years after the conflict began, the Trell Syndicate surrenders. Their industrial base lies in ruins, not from human attacks, but from simple inability to compete. The humans have outproduced them so completely that continued resistance becomes economically impossible. President Robert Kim addresses the Galactic Commerce Union with a simple message. Humanity is not interested in conquest, but in partnership. However, the terms of galactic trade must change. The old system of limited production and controlled scarcity no longer applies. KAV, now serving as an ambassador, helps negotiate the new economic order. Humans offer to share their industrial techniques with other species, but only those willing to adopt human work ethics and safety standards. Many alien civilizations discover they cannot match human industrial capacity because they cannot match human willingness to work in dangerous, demanding conditions. The galaxy transforms rapidly. Human industrial missions establish manufacturing bases in previously uninhabitable systems. Alien civilizations that partner with humans experience unprecedented prosperity. Those who resist find themselves economically obsolete. Director Elena Rodriguez, head of the new Galactic Industrial Cooperative, explains the change to visiting alien dignitaries. Humans spent millennia learning to extract maximum output from available resources. We turned industrial production into an art form. Now that art is transforming the galaxy, the story reveals the true scope of human expansion. What began as mining operations has become a galactic industrial revolution. Humans have established manufacturing bases in over 200 systems, created supply chains spanning multiple star sectors, and developed technology that makes large-scale space construction routine. Other species begin studying human history, trying to understand how one civilization developed such extraordinary industrial capabilities. They learn about human concepts like mass production, continuous improvement, just-in-time manufacturing, and industrial standardization. Ideas that revolutionize galactic thinking about production and efficiency. The story concludes with Kov reflecting on the transformation he has witnessed. The galaxy now operates on human industrial principles: constant production, continuous expansion, and the belief that any problem can be solved through better engineering and organized effort. In the final scene, Kov watches human engineers beginning construction of a massive orbital ring around a star, a project that will take 50 years, but will provide industrial capacity beyond anything previously imagined. He realizes that humans don't just build things. They build the systems that build things, creating industrial power that grows exponentially. The last line reveals the truth that now defines galactic civilization. Humans didn't just join the galaxy, they industrialized it.